Hello and welcome back to another video. Midorya here, and yes, I know this video is late, so this might be the last video for this whole what if, which means it's going to be long. If not long, then it's not the last one. And yes, it is part 6 of what if Izuku Midorya had a liquid manipulation quirk. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. Oh my gosh, they're being loud in the hallway. Anyways, yeah, before the video, I need you to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that notification bell so you can be updated on my daily uploads, okay? Yes. This might be the last video, so I'm not gonna say if it's gonna say finale if it's the last one. It's not if it's just not. So yeah. Sorry for the confusion. So yeah, quick review. We left off when Midorya had just won the Force Sports Festival. And yeah, it was, and the finals were Izuku Midorya versus Kirishima, and he had won that fight. And yeah, and we're right before the internships. All right, so play my intro. Okay, that's my intro. Link in the description for my friend who had made that intro. Just go check it out. Okay. So, yes, it's about time. After the sports festival, of course, Kirishima, Bakugo, and them are talking. He's like, okay. And then Kirishima says, and Bakugo says, Kirishima, I will beat you one day. You just got lucky that time. Brushes off his shoulder. But it is the next day of the sports festival, so they're not talking about it much. So, yeah, and then they say it's time for internships, and they check for they start from the least to the most. So yeah, we got people with 1, 2, 5. Like Mineta got 1. Is Mineta in this class? Actually, no. Toru's in this one, right? No, Toru got kicked out of this one. Yeah, Toru is not in this one. Okay, yeah. Right? Bro, I keep forgetting that. I'm so sorry. Alright, yeah, whatever. So, like, yeah, some kids got last. But then we're going to get to the top 3, which was Bakugo, Deku, and Kirishima. It goes Bakugo, Kirishima, and Deku, because Deku's number 1, Kirishima got number 2, and Bakugo got number 3 because he beat Todoroki for the 3rd place match. So yeah, that happened. And Bakugo had gotten like 200 wins. I mean 200 heroes looking for him to join the danger scene, but one that he liked the most was Best Genius, the number 3 hero. And Deku got pretty much almost every single hero, every single top 10 hero in there, and he got like 500. And Kirishima had got about almost the same amount of Deku, and yes, he still got 100. And Kirishima also got all the top 10 heroes, and yes, including Endeavor. And not All Might, of course, because All Might's working at the school, so they didn't get All Might. But everybody else, yeah. Alright, so Deku is pretty fascinated that he got Endeavor, Best Genius, all these heroes. But the one he's interested in the most is Gran Torino, who is not in the top 10. He's just the person that had trained All Might. So yeah, but Deku also wants to go with Deku's going to go to Gran Torino. Kirishima's going to go to the same Mesli guy with the 4 arms. And the middle dude is going to go with him also. And yeah. So Bakugo's going to go to Best Genius. Todoroki's going to Endeavor, his dad, of course. So yeah. Let's go. So getting back into it. Sorry for talking too much. So yeah, Deku had shown up, and he sees an old man on the ground with blood stains all around the floor, right about his face. And he just gets up. He's like, "Oh, he's dead!" And then the old man just gets up and starts laughing. He's like, "It's ketchup." because he's like, I got you, ha ha ha, laughing, joking, whatever. Yeah, so yeah, that happens. And now we all chilling and stuff. Pretty bored. And yeah. Not bored. He trying to missile train him, and well, at the beginning he says, alright, show me what you got. Full power. So Deku power is up 60% of one for all. Alright, and Gran Torino's already shocked by this. He's like, okay, power down. That's too much strength, and that's too much for this tiny building we're in. He says, okay, I'll go 5%. And he goes 5%. And Gran Torino just starts bouncing on the walls over and over again, trying to punch, like hitting Midorya in the face. As like the second hit comes by, Midorya catches his foot and throws him to the side. And he said, but of course Gran Torino lands. He says, okay, pretty interesting, kid. Pretty good. Because just notify, Deku is more strategic and smarter in this one than in before. Like, he can, like, once he gets hit with something and he's after that, he can have a plan to counter that. Just like he did this one. And Deku says, let me try something. And he does the exact same thing, but going higher and higher. But then, of course, he almost breaks through the wall, so he stops. So, yeah, and then basically that's what they're going to do over there. We're not going to get into much until way later, okay? And yes, the whole thing with Stain had happened with Ida, for those of you who has asked, because I did not mention it in my last video, which I should have, my fault. Yeah, the whole thing with Ida had happened. So, yeah, Ida was, stabbed by, Ida's brother was taken down by Stain. Not killed, but almost. His brother cannot be a hero no more, pretty much. That's basically what happened. So, Ida is, tried to be with that one hero where Stain is always over there. So, yeah, he's looking for Stain. Todoroki's with Endeavor. Yeah. And no, Todoroki's not as mad as his dad as before in, like, canon, but yeah, but he's not. Because I'll be honest with you, I kind of like Endeavor as a character. He's a great character in the show. For those of you who hate him, yes, I know he did pretty bad things with to, like, his family, right? But, like, he's overcoming that, and he's one of my favorite heroes in My Hero Academia. Like, as like the pro heroes, he's one of my favorite. Did you not see the end of season 4 fight, that last fight versus the Hood Nomu? I don't want to hear you complain if you haven't, because you need to watch that first. I'm not trying to be rude or no, but you need to watch that before you talk bad about Endeavor. And if you watch that and talk bad about Endeavor, I'm like, all right, okay, you're biased. No, I'm just kidding. I was like, okay, that's your opinion, whatever. But for those of you who understand what I'm talking about, exactly. I'm not the one like no comments no comments saying, oh, you shouldn't make Endeavor good. He should hate Endeavor. Endeavor sucks. No, he doesn't. Well, not in my opinion of that. So yeah, I'll get back into the video. So yeah, that all happens, and now it's time for the whole thing where all the Nomu just break out in the city. Shigaraki, the Warp Gate dude, what's his name again? Kurogiri and Stain are all sitting out, walk out the portable, and he says, yeah, it's time to kill some fake heroes. For those of you who don't know what Stain stands for, he stands for, like, he's a villain, but not a villain. I actually like Stain. Stain is super duper dope. He basically kills any heroes that just do it for, like, money, fame, or whatever, like that. Or revenge or whatever. He only follows like good heroes, like, and he only likes good heroes. Like he hates Endeavor though, because Endeavor really wants to become the #1 hero, and that's pretty much all he wants to be, is the #1. That's why he hates Endeavor. He doesn't really care about him being a hero or nothing. Endeavor just wants to be #1. And yes, that's true, but I still like Endeavor. I don't care. But Stain is super duper dope. Stain always says the only person he'll let kill him is All Might, because All Might's a true hero. That's what he always says. So he gets down there and Ida finds him. He says, I'm gonna hurt you so bad for what you've done to my brother Ignamium. I forgot. I don't know how to say his brother's hero name. And he says, oh, a hero for revenge, I see. You're not a real hero. Guess I should kill you. Stain grabs out his knives, swat, wop, wop, pretty much stabs, and beats up Ida. Like, Ida about to die. He about to kill Ida. And then Deku show up and say, smash, full 70%. He just got his upgrade. Yes, he's up 70% normal. was like force that Ida has never seen Izuku pull off. And he, boom, 70% smash right in Stain's face, almost knocking Stain out. But just letting you know, Stain is like a really good fighter. Let's make him better because cause Izuku's very a good hero. I mean, Izuku's super duper strong. Everybody's stronger in this, so yeah. And Ida did not go down super hard. I mean, super easy, just like in canon. Yeah, but actually it was hard, so yeah. So everybody's already buffed in this whole, like, in now. So yeah. So yeah, Ida pretty much fights Stain and beats him up. Well, I mean, Stain beats him up, and Izuku Midorya, starts boxing Stain, but Stain is dodging and weaving. He boxing, weaving, he hitting him sometimes. But yeah, oh yeah, for those of you who don't know who Stain's quirk is, it's super dope. But it's kind of nasty though. Whatever blood, if he slashes you and lick your blood, what happens is if he slashes you and he licks your blood, you'll be paralyzed. You'll get paralyzed. So he can do that to anybody. But the blood, it doesn't work on its O. It's O type, zero type. I mean O type. I said zero type. O type blood. There's like different types of blood. A type, B type, they're pretty much weak. But O type blood, it works, but it doesn't work for as long. So he gets Deku, but Deku is pretty much frozen. But Deku had texted Todoroki the location without saying nothing. So Todoroki just left him there. He said, "I gotta go do something," and he runs up and he uses his fire size. Yes. Todoroki used his fireside willingly without nobody telling him. And that shows how much he has grown throughout the whole show. I mean, throughout this whole What If, because he was hesitant to use his fireside if you have watched my past parts. So, yeah, that happens and Deku gets out. He's like, oh. And then Stain looks at him. He's like, what is your blood type? He says, oh. He's like, oh, damn it. So then they over here boxing him, and then Ida gets back up, and Ida tries to tell them, "No, go away. I can handle this myself." And then Todoroki, because Ida's still on the floor. Todoroki says, "You can handle this. Stand on your 2 feet now." And Ida couldn't because he was paralyzed pretty much. So it's about like 5 minutes later, they over here boxing, and Stain is that GOAT. He's the GOAT, bro. I promise you, Stain is the GOAT. Dodging ice, fire, punches of one for all, and yes. Punches from one for all. He dodging that. But of course he gets hit a couple of times, of course. So yeah, he got stabbed by Todoroki guys and hit right in the stomach by Deku. Almost causing him out. But Stain fight through all that pain. But he sees that Izuku is actually like a good hero. Like he sees he's a true hero. I see this true hero. And let's say he sees Todoroki as one too, Shoto. But he still doesn't like Ida, so he still has to kill Ida, he says. So yeah, he charges at Ida. Ida gets up and reciprocal bursts and kicks him right in the face. For those of you who don't know Ida's quirk, which you should, Ida has engine in his leg that makes him run super fast and kick really hard. So yeah, I know it sounds weird, engines in his legs. Oh, that must be painful. I don't even know. So yeah. Yeah, so he be kicking people and stuff, all that. So they over there boxing and they land this one fatal blow where Todoroki hits him right in the stomach with ice, right? And then Deku kicks him in the stomach, right on the side of the stomach, and Todoroki kicks him right in the Ida kicks him right in the face. Almost knocking that dude out. Well, knocked out pretty much. And then the kids run over there and say, "Hey, Stain is over here." And then Stain hears Endeavor's voice because Endeavor says, "Okay." And he gets out, he says, "Endeavor, the worst of them all. The worst hero I've ever seen. You're not worthy of the title of a hero." He says, "The only man I'll let kill me is All Might." Endeavor sees, he's like, oh, everybody's like kind of confused. You know the legacy of Stain, bro. Yes, bro, I'm part of the legacy of Stain. But I'm not a villain. I kind of like his legacy, his whole thing. And then Stain stops and just immobilized. He can't move. And no, it's not because he licked his own blood. because Todoroki, Ida, and Shoto, Ida, and Izuku hurt him bad. Like, they pretty much beat the crap out of this dude. So, yeah. So, yeah, that all passes. And then they're in the hospital, very hurt. Well, not really Izuku, but Ida could barely walk. But, of course, he's going to be healed. Shoto just messed up his hand. And, Izuku just messed up, like, let's say, his arm. Like, his left arm. That's pretty much it. And unlike the OG one, because in the original, in canon, bro, that dude was messed up. Izuku was. Telegraph, he says, every time I use my right hand, somebody gets hurt. No, he says, every time I'm there, somebody always hurts their right hand. And they just start laughing because they're all in the same hospital room, of course. It's like a bunch of beds, and yeah. So then this dog police officer and a bunch of police and agents come in and say, for what you guys done today, you should be arrested. You guys are children and should not pursue a villain like that unless you're a pro hero. Because this isn't like hero agency. It's not like the hero licensing stuff. If you got a hero license, you could do this stuff. But they don't have a hero license. It's just internship. So, yeah. And then he says, we're going to be giving credit to Endeavor, your father, Shoto. Because this cannot be shown to the public that 2 kids had handled this. Because you guys are child, and that's child endangerment. And they understand. And no, Shoto's not going to be mad at that. He understands, too. It's not like his dad told him to do that, no. It's like law. And they said you should be arrested for what you did. But we should be arrested. But what you guys did today, y'all pretty much saved the day. So, yeah, thank you. And yes, there were no more allowed, but yeah, Endeavor murdered all them no ones. Murdered them. And by murder, I mean murder them. So, yeah. Alright. So, that all passes, and it's about the beginning of Season 3. Season 3. Or am I skipping? I don't think I'm skipping anything. Yeah, I don't think I'm skipping anything. If I am, just tell me, because I don't feel like I'm skipping nothing. So, yeah. Let's get into Season 3, boy. And yes, the show's not going to be going into Season 4 overall arc, because you'll understand by the time of this, because this is probably going to be a finale. Yeah, it's going to be the finale. Alright, so after that, what percent? Yeah, alright. So, it's the start of season. No, it's still the end of Season 2. And they say it's time to take your test to see who gets into the UA summer training camp. And I'm not going to get into this all about that. Like, yeah, you know, the Bakugo Deku fight against All Might. They pretty much beat the crap out of All Might. Well, they don't beat him up. They just get away quick because, you know, Deku can, like, use 70% of One For All now. Yeah, he's pretty much stronger than every pro hero besides, like, Endeavor, Hawks, and Best Genius, and All Might, of course. And yes, he's still kind of stronger than All Might because All Might, but he's not. But he's at the same time because All Might's injured. For those of you who don't know, he only has a time limit. Deku does not. He doesn't have an injury like that. Alright, so let's get back to the video. My bad. I talk too much. And I'm sorry if you guys can hear that out loud. Please ignore that. Alright, let's get back into the video. So yeah, I'm just going to say they pass. Everybody passes because they're all nerfs. And I also want to give like an upgrade to Denki. He figured out how to use his quirk without being dumb. And I know, that's funny. How about he gets dumb at 10 million volts? Yeah, I'm boosting him. It takes 10 million volts. If he uses 10 million volts at once, he's going to become stupid. Just like Emerald, like, day. Yeah, in canon, that happens. When he uses like 2 million volts in canon, he ends up being dumb. So let's say everybody passes. Yeah. Is it Toru on this one, or is it... Oh my gosh. Yeah, Toru got... No, Mineta got kicked out in this one. Okay, my bad. I'm so sorry, bro. I mean, that's like... Yeah. So, and Toru's still in this, and Shinso is still also in this. Oh yeah, let's say Shinso went with Aizawa for his quirk thing, his internship. And yes, I know he's a teacher, but you didn't let them put All Might. It's different for All Might because you know All Might has like his buff form, so he didn't do anybody. You know he can power down. He has a time limit. And no, Bakugo doesn't know yet because Bakugo doesn't know to the end of season 3 also. Well, not the end. Well, yes, kind of the end. So yeah. Let's get back into it. Shincho went with Aizawa and learned how to fight even more and how to control and how to use his quirk better and got this one. His hero suit is pretty much cool too. And he got his new this new device which makes his voice, well, he can record somebody's voice and when he talks he can use that voice to talk, convincing people to respond to him thinking that that's their friend, you know? Oh, that's my friend. Hey, yeah. And then they're controlled. Something like that, you know? Because that's already in season 5, which is in the manga. Sorry for the spoiler. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. Sorry for the spoiler. I'm so sorry. Okay. So, yeah. So, that happens. They pass the test, and now we're into season 3. So, what happens is... Why am I coming out like season? Alright, whatever. So, they're, starting, and it's like the first episode, and they pretty much all go to the pool. All the boys, they say, let's go work out in the pool with, yeah, and it's not like a pervy scheme because Manette is not in the show no more. And y'all say, oh, Denki's kind of pervy. No, I'm just gonna leave that. They went to pool for training. Say that right before the thing. So they all test out their quirks and they're doing pool training and then they all sign up. How about we do a tournament of a race around the pool? And he said, okay. Race on the pool, of course. Like, it's like one of those 50-meter pools where you like swim or something like that. I said 50. That. So yeah, they do that. And of course they're gonna start, and it's of course the people that win is Bakugo are in the finals. In the finals are Bakugo, Todoroki, Deku, and Bakugo, Todoroki, and Deku, because I know y'all gonna say, Kirishima, what about him? He's super strong. He has a hardening quirk. His quirk has nothing to do with his agility and speed, really. It just does something to do with his strength. And by strength, I mean like physical punching strength and like defense. So yeah, and of course, the person who wins this is Bakugo. No, I'm just kidding. It's Deku, of course. He has 70% of One For All, and he can move. And you know how fast One For All is? Oh, I'm so sorry. One For All is super duper fast. Like, bro, when it was 100%, he was moving like as fast as speed of light. And in the movie, and yes, the movie is canon. For those of you who don't know, that movie is canon. The one where they went to that island or for the scientific stuff, that is canon. That is a canon movie. That movie is canon. I'm pretty sure. And when he was at 5%, right, or 8%, bro was moving super duper fast. Like, he was moving through. Like, y'all don't know how fast that dude was moving. Like, you could barely see him. All you could see, he was like running like the Flash. Yes, there you go. He was running like the Flash, bro. Not that. Not running through walls, Flash. Yeah. You could like only see a trail. So yeah, that happened, and yeah. So then they go to the training camp. They're all on a bus and they're all talking to each other. I don't think this was happening in Canada. No, they were talking to each other. And Sue was, hopefully during this trip, this summer camp, Bakugo doesn't really have isn't as angry as used to, because that dude have anger issues. Bakugo says, I can hear you, you stupid frog. And he says, see? And then Sue says, see? Like I said. Because, you know, she's like a frog. She has like a frog voice. For those of you who haven't seen it. Sue is one of my favorite characters, too. She's pretty chill. So, yeah. This happens, and then they drop them off at this place, and they say, okay, why are we here? This is like 50 miles. This is like 5 miles away from the actual camp. And they said, yeah, we know. And then the girl causes a landslide. Like one of the kitty girls, whatever. It's like a team of heroes. Oh, I'm about to sneeze. Never mind. Wait. Yeah, and then so she causes a landslide, causing this kids to be caught in the forest away from the 5 miles away from the training camp. So they have to get through that forest with monsters and stuff. And she makes those, of course, she makes the earth golems and stuff. And yeah, so they have to fight those earth golems. And they beat them up, pretty much. Well, they pretty much get through it, and quicker than canon, because as I said, they're buffed out more than they were in canon. So they make it there before nighttime, like way before nighttime. It's like 5 o'clock. Let's say they made it at 5 o'clock. like 7 o'clock. So I'm gonna say they left at 5 o'clock and made it at 7 o'clock. So they're there, and no, it's not daylight savings. Yeah. So they make it there pretty quickly. And yeah, they make it there, and that happens. And then they start eating. They said, well, of course they don't start eating. They have to make their own food. And they say they're all getting tired, but they're like, and they all look at Todoroki and Momo's like, can you make the food? Because they can make the materials to make the food to cook it. And he's like, I'll help cook. So yeah, that happens. They eat, and before they go inside or before they eat or whatever, Deku sees this boy named Kota. He's a little boy with a red hat. 2 horns poking out that red hat. Just little, like a design or whatever. And some black or some blue shoes or whatever color shoes. I forgot the color. It wasn't red at first. It was red till way later on. And he says, oh, idiots. Heroes suck. Everybody look at the kid and just listen to what he's saying and think he's dumb and just try to ignore it. And Izuku just walks up. He says, hey, why do you hate heroes so much? And then Kota cocks back his hand and tries to punch Izuku in the balls. But you know, Izuku a big brain in this one and catches his hand. He says, oh no. Oh no. Don't make me kill you, kid. Not really. He didn't say that. He said, don't do that. And then Kota's actually kind of shocked that he caught his punch or whatever. He's, of course, like, they're little kids or whatever. He's like 4 years old, right? 5 or 4. So, yeah. And then, of course, they go through the training where they freaking train their quirks a whole lot. And yes, I'm about to buff everybody out after this. They better be buff. So, yeah. They overtrain their quirks and stuff. Yeah, so it's pretty crazy. They're making Bakugo go as big explosion he can, and Todoroki using as much ice and fire as he, like, freezing this place and firing it and using fire to, like, burn it down and stuff like that. Really quickly. All of that happened, like, all at once. And, yeah, they pretty much go through this day. They go regular things. And then, Midorya figured out, what happened with Kota and why Kota hates Parent. He hates that heroes be heroes and stuff like that. It's because, for those of you who don't know, I'll say, if you guys don't want to know, just skip to about, like, 5 minutes. Just skip till 3 minutes later. So, yeah. What happened to, Kota's parents was, that, I'm saying, so many times. So, yeah. What happened was that, I said it again. Was his parents had died fighting this one villain named Muscular, who has not been caught. And this villain named Muscular is super duper strong, and his parents were the famous water hose hero. And Deku just says, oh yeah, I know them, because, you know, he's a fanboy or whatever. So that happens, yada yada yada. And then, out of nowhere, all the kids are in class or whatever. No, they're outside. Some are outside. They're pretty much like doing this scaring thing or whatever. I don't know what they were doing at first. Yeah, they were doing this scary thing where they walked through the forest and they had to get, and some of the students scared them. It was like, just like for fun. And then some villains come out of nowhere. The League of Villains and their new comrades. Oh yeah, I forgot to show, I forgot to talk about them. Their new comrades, Dabi, a dude with blue fire, but his quirk burns himself. Kind of. And this girl named Toga, who can use blood. Well, whoever's blood she drinks, she can transform into. Like, it's like perfect transformation. Like, she looks exactly like them. There's, like, no difference at all. The same voice, all that. So, yeah, that happens. And Dabi causes a fire through all of the things. And no Endeavor and no pro. Well, there's pro heroes there, but all the pro heroes there are teachers. So they're all there. Yeah, stuff like that. Oh my gosh, I just noticed this video is about to be the longest video I've done in my life. Oh my gosh, I don't know how long this video is going to take. So it might not be the finale, because I don't want to make a super long video for a finale. Actually, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna finish it. Whatever, bro. Whatever, bro. It's probably gonna take a whole long time. Oh my gosh. So this might be, yeah, this is gonna be the only video I make today. I'm only gonna make one today since it's a finale for this one. So yeah, they get in there. All the students are scared, and there's one villain, like one of the side villains, of course. He makes like this array of poison gas. Well, it's not poisonous. It just knocks kids out. So yeah. So some kids are knocked out in the forest, but some aren't. Like Momo Yaoyorozu and this one kid from Class 1B. And yes, Class 1B kids are there at the training camp too. That's why I said randos. That's why I said randos and stuff like that. So yeah, that happened. And as that happens, whatever. I'm sorry guys, I'm saying so much. Cause you know, I'm not trying to like, this video is like really, really long. Just so you know. So yeah. And no, I'm not gonna make the ending super shorter because I'm tired and it's because it's long. I had the ending planned for the ending, so yeah. So there are some kids are knocking out, and there's this kid from Class 1B and Momo Yaoyorozu. And the kid from Class 1B has a quirk where he can fuse stuff together, like stuff like a tracker into like a leg. He can put that together or whatever. He can put lots of stuff together. And then there's this Nomu just chasing after them. Because Shigaraki gave all these a bunch of whole Nomus. But they're not strong Nomus, just like the ones at the USJ attack or whatever it was called. No, it's like those weak Nomus that were at the Stain attack. Because those Nomus were weak. The only strong ones have really, really dark skin. Like they're like pretty much black or purple. So yeah, that happens, and yeah, some kids Izuku's holding off some of them, and all the kids are pretty much holding off some of the villains. And then one of the kitty heroes, you know, there's like a group of them, has telepathy, and he tells all the kids, he says, make sure to keep Katsuki, Bakugo, Izuku, Midorya, and Shoto, and yeah, just those two, and Tokuyami. I don't know. It's because those are the kids mostly targeted. Let's say not Tokuyami, and instead of Tokuyami, Todoroki. No. We're gonna leave it with Tokuyami. And yeah, Izuku, everybody hears this and they say, no, we're fighting, of course. We're heroes. We're meant to be heroes there, yeah. Well, of course, Bakugo does. You know Bakugo, he is that, he's just an awesome fighter. He just wants to fight everybody. And all of them is, like, pretty much super duper strong because they've been, like, pushing their limits for a while now. And yeah. And then Deku has seen Kota's secret hideout, and he says, wait, what time is it? And these villains are attacking. He says, oh no, Kota! The little fight, you know, the 5 or 4-year-old, Izuku says. And he runs up to his hideout, which is on this top of this mountain, which is pretty cool. And Kota says, hey, what are you doing at my hideout, you stupid wannabe hero? Heroes suck. I don't know why you want to be one. Izuku says, no, Kota, we have to go. Because, you know, Kota has seen... Kota wasn't like that. He's like, Kota, we have to go. He's like, how do you know about my hideout? He said, don't matter, we have to go. Because Kota has seen all the fire. Yeah, I know, I changed it up really quick. Sorry about that. Ooh, almost stopped something. Something happened. So yeah, that had happened, and now the villain, Muscular, the one that had killed Kota's parents, Kota notices him, and he says, wait, you're the one that killed my parents. And he says, yes, and those are your parents who put that injury in your eye. Huh? I'm going to kill you, just like I did your parents. Because Muscular's like, his quirk is super duper awesome, and it's like super strong. So basically he can like increase his muscles and increase it over as much as he wants, making him stronger and stronger. But he can't do it too much, or he won't be able to breathe and stuff like that, you know. It's funny. This quirk is dope. I know it's not stronger than One For All, but in the show it was going crazy, bro. I promise you, bro. Like, he was really going crazy. And yeah. So yeah, Deku tries to hit this dude with a 80% smash. That's how much it gained. 10 more percent. Yes, I know. Oh, dang, you're buffing Izuku. I buffed everybody. Everybody is buffed. I don't want to hear nothing. Yeah, Todoroki's to the point where he can almost shoot out blue flames. Like, only a tiny bit at a time. Like, only for, like, 2 seconds, though. Blue flames, though. So I don't want to hear nothing about, they're way too strong. Why are you doing that? I don't care. I don't care. Do it look like I care? No. I'm just kidding. Not to be mean. I'm just telling y'all now. So yeah, he's in on that, and yeah, that hurts Muscular, of course, knocking him back a little bit. But Muscular gets stronger and stronger and hurting Izuku more, and the punches are starting to take less effect. So Izuku powers up his arm and goes 100% and punches him, causing Izuku's arm to pretty much break. But you know, Izuku pushes him out, and this hurts Muscular bad. But Muscular is still getting up stronger and stronger, and his punches for Izuku's quirk are getting like doing less effect, and Muscular pins Izuku down to the ground. Deku thinking he's gonna die. He says, "I'm sorry, All Might. Sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, everybody." As his dim of light and his eyes just fade, about to die. About to die. I'm sorry if I was really quiet. And then Kota just sprays water right on Muscular. Muscular, like, shook by this. He says, "Just wait, kid. I'll kill you later." Because, you know, Muscular really likes Izuku. Not like that, but, like, he likes fighting Izuku. He's like, "You're the best, kid. You're the best person I fight in my life." You know, he's not like Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter. I should do a Hunter x Hunter, what if? Yeah, maybe. I'm going to do probably Attack on Titan one. I was thinking about doing what if Eren had the Warhammer Titan and the Founding Titan, just like how he had. It said the Attack Titan and Founding Titan is the Warhammer and the Founding Titan. But we ain't gotta worry about that right now. We in this. And this just puts a light in Izuku's eyes. And Izuku says, full powers of one for all, to full strength, whole body 100%, alright? And he's like, "As if I'll let you hurt this kid." His like arm is pretty much like all purple and red, while his other arm is too. Well, his other arm isn't as bad, but it's still like dislocated. Let's say, like it's kind of dislocated. But you know, Deku don't care. He's like, "As if I'll let you hurt her," and then he's just like all the lights of one for all just grabbing into Deku's hand. He says, "One for all, Delaware, Detroit, 1,000,000%." Smash! Just punching Muscular, knocking him out. And no, for those of you who think, "Oh, that was 1,000,000%. It took 1,000,000% to knock him out." No, my God, Dana Dude's way too strong. No, it did not take it. It wasn't really 1,000,000%. For those of you who know, like Kohei Horikoshi stated, the creator of My Hero Academia, stated that that wasn't really 1,000,000%. Because if that was, bro, Muscular would be dead and like made of pretty much like smashed like toothpaste. I'm sorry if you guys hear that. They're being very loud. And yeah, it was actually like 120%, you could say, because it was just like a war cry, you know, like 1,000,000% just make him like a little stronger, but it's not 1,000,000%. It was only like 120%. So yeah, that happened, and Izuku's like arms can move, and yes, he can walk, and his body's fine, kind of, but it still hurts. But his arms are like super duper bad. I'm sorry about that. That's like to the point where they're pretty much like broken. Yeah, like broken. And then Deku makes it. He's like, "Oh shoot, I have to go get Katsuki. Katsuki and Tokoyami have to keep them safe." But his arms are broken, of course. Then he finds Shoji, and Shoji sees the condition that Izuku's in. He says, "Izuku, are you alright?" Actually, no, like a teacher sees, like Aizawa sees him. As Aizawa fought this clone of Dabi. It wasn't really Dabi, but this dude named Twice also can make clones of these people. Can make clones of people. And himself, of course. And those clones could use that person's quirk and himself. So that's why the dude has died. And he has identity issues because when he makes a clone, his clone can also make other clones. So he's so confused. Like, what is he? Is he a clone or is he a person? He doesn't know. Of course. And so, yeah. That happens. And Dabi can use his cremation quirk. Dabi has blue flames. Wink, wink. Well, he does, of course. Yes, Dabi has about, like, blue eyes. Yeah, if you guys don't know. Dobby has blue eyes. Kind of like the Todoroki family, if you think. Nah, there's no way. So yeah, he has blue eyes, but his hair is black. So, and all the kids in the family are either has red or white hair, but Dobby's hair is black. But the thing about his blue face, it hurts his own skin. But Dobby don't care. He's crazy. He's a serial killer. He killed like 30 people. Yeah, he killed like 30 people or more, or less. I mean, at the time. And Toga's over there fighting Sue and Uraraka, and they get away. And they're all looking for Bakugo. And they have Tokoyami, but it's super dark outside. And yes, Dark Shadow is his quirk, of course, which comes out of his stomach, of course. Oh, that's what I forgot to include. Tokoyami. I'm crazy. What the frick? Oh my god. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, but when it's nighttime and it's like pitch dark, pretty much, Tokoyami's quirks goes out of control. Like Dark Shadow can't even control himself, and he gets all humongous. And you don't know how, by humongous I mean like he like a whole tower, not like a tower. He like a hotel. He like a whole hotel. That's how big this thing is. So he's breaking through trees and stuff. And then there's this dude with the quirk where he makes like knives out of his teeth. Yeah, Dark Shadow just brilliant. That dude, he does nothing to him. He pretty much kills him. Like, that dude dead. He pretty much died. Tokoyami just killed him on accident, of course, because Tokoyami's like, he's in pain. Like, he's crying. He has tears coming down to revive. And Bakugo says, flash bomb. You know how you can make explosion? He has this like special thing called a flash bomb, which spreads light. And its light weakens Dark Shadow. So Dark Shadow is super weakened, so he's not huge and out of control. So yes, Tokoyami has control over him now. So that happens, and stuff like that, blah blah blah. And Uraraka and Sue get away, and just yeah. Uraraka and Sue gets away. They get away. I'm sorry. I'm kind of like confused right now. Confused. Yeah. So yeah, they get away. Sorry you guys can hear that. If y'all can hear that, please ignore it. Alright. Yeah, actually, no, I think I'm going to end the video here. Psych, you thought. Alright, so yeah. This whole incident passes. Well, yeah, Bakugo's kidnapped. Tokoyami isn't. He was saved right before. As Deku tries to run after Bakugo getting kidnapped. Right through Kurogiri's warp gate, and boom. They don't make it on time. And Bakugo has gone kidnapped. And this is the time for the final! As heroes all planning to get Katsuki out. They're all planning to get Katsuki out and away from the heroes. They had figured out where the heroes live. And yes, the kids had also. So the kids sneak out before that. Well, right before the heroes are about to attack the villains. And the heroes, so the ones that had snuck out was Izuku, Izuku, Momo, Kirishima, and Todoroki, Shoto. So they have snuck out, and they get disguises, of course, as like they trying to like dress up as bad guys, as gangsters or whatever, not like drug dealers over there. They're trying to dress up as them so they don't get caught. And yes, they put a wig over Todoroki because it's gonna make everything pretty much obvious. And yeah, they all looking like gangsters and stuff, walking crazy. They like, oh yeah. What's up? And Kirishima was actually good at the impression because, he's the manliest. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, that happens. And it's time for the fight. And then they're over here watching, and they look into this thing. And they're like, oh my god. What are those? Because they have like these binoculars, and Kirishima looks through them. And they're like Blu-ray and X-ray kind of. Because it's nighttime, and they say it's like a whole bunch of nomos, and they say there's like millions of them. There's not like millions, there's like hundreds of them. We're going. Crash right onto the building where the Nomu are, and the kids are right there. Well, they're not there. They're like in a wall looking at them. And they see this, and then the camera fades up. Why did I say camera? We fade up, and we see the hero. What was her name again? I forgot her name. Well, why did I forget? Oh my gosh, we're such an important moment. Yeah. Please ignore that. I'm so sorry. Please ignore that. Hold up. I'm trying to make a video. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. So yeah. I forgot what her name was. I'm trying to rethink it. It was sorry, I forgot her name. She's like the girl that can turn giant and stuff. So yeah, she put like a car on her foot, like a truck, and smashed into there and like killing almost all the normal. And then somebody knocks at the door to the villains later. They say pizza delivery, and then everybody just looks at the doors like all confused. And then right as one of the villains are trying to get up, we're gonna get up and answer the door. All Might just smashes in and says smash. Punches through lots of villains, and then Shigaraki is caught by Kamui Woods, the hero that like used woods to control that made of his body. So yeah, that is happening. Please ignore outside. I know I've said this a lot of times. Just please ignore. Yeah, so that happens, and yeah, they're caught, and then Shigaraki says, "Master, send in Kiro." Oh no, he says Kirogiri, but Kirogiri's also caught. And then Shigaraki says, "Master, send in the Nomu, please." And he says, "There's not much, but here we go." Because there's some Nomu that has survived that was like already ready. Because those are like Nomu getting ready. So that happened. And like it's going pretty much crazy, like I promise you, bro. Like they all going to battle with the Nomu while Endeavor is battling Nomu downstairs, while Deku, everybody's fighting each other. But then, like pretty much some of the villains are taken out, and yes, Bakugo's there, and he sees this. He's like, he's kind of happy, you know, tearing up a little bit. He says, "You crying, Bakugo? We got you." He says, not crying." And yeah, as Bakugo tries to escape. And you know, All Might says, "Get to safety, Katsuki." And he tries to get to safety, and all the like villains like Shigaraki, Toga, Dabi, all of them, and get around him. And then Izuku and Midorya. Yeah, we're gonna go back to Izuku, Midorya, and them. The kids all make a plan where they can get Bakugo to safety. And yes, out of nowhere, this villain, just the strongest villain of all for one. He burst out of the whole building, the back of the building, causing a lot of the. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. Hold up. Sorry about that. Yes, they are being loud. My bad. Let me see if some balls. Yeah, some balls. Sorry. They're being a little loud. I tried to tell them. So if you hear something, just like please ignore it. They're quieting down a little bit, I guess. So yeah, as All for One comes out, the little face, like his face is all messed up. You can't see his eye. He has no eyes or nothing like that. He has a mouth, of course, though. Mouth, nose, but no eyes. His face is super messed up because of what All Might had done to him long ago. For those of you who don't know, All for One is the creator of the quirk One for All, who has given One for All to his brother by accident, just like by giving him a whole bunch of quirks all at once. And it forms One for All, but it's because he thought his brother was quirkless, but he actually had the quirk to give people quirks, which is comes with One for All. So yeah, for those of you who don't know that, and All for One is the villain, like the polar opposite to One for All. So they're like, which emanates. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. They're being loud. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's so annoying. Yeah, no. So yeah, that happens, and yeah, I'm sorry I can't concentrate. They're being really loud. See, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, can y'all please be quiet? This is so weird, bro. I'm so sorry. So yeah, let's get back into it. So yeah, All for One's quirk is basically he can steal anybody's quirk, but they won't have their quirk again. And no, they don't ever get it back. He has that quirk, and he can have multiple and put them together. It's kind of like Monema's, but Monema can't have the quirk forever, and no, the person can still use that quirk of theirs, and he can't have it forever, and he only could use one at a time. That's different. All for One is like the pretty much way better now. He can take the quirk away from them. They can't use their quirk again, and it's forever, for as long as he wants. And he can give quirks to other people too. Like, but not give it, but it's really hard for him to give him. That's why he does it with no moves. So yeah, that happens, and I'd say yeah. So All Might CC's like, so they start fighting. All Might, it's All Might versus All for One, and yeah, they're pretty much going all out it. But All Might can use his full strength because of the people around him. Cause like Bakugo's there, and yeah, and the kids figure out a plan, and then Midorya sees this. He's like, oh, All Might can use his full strength because Bakugo and us is around. So yeah, we have to get away. We have to get Bakugo. So they form a plan where they have Totoro make this giant ice like ramp. So One for All, not Izuku powers up his One for All. Yes, Izuku powers up his One for All. And stuff like that. And yeah. He powers up his One for All. And yes, it's gonna be different. So look. Instead of Izuku being there, they just have Ida use his engine. So they blast up in the air and One for All, and yes, Izuku just pushes them up. Giving them a big push, as big as a push as they can. So yeah, that happens, and yeah. They all get in the air, it's Kirishima in the air, and they all in the air, and then they tell Bakugo, and then Kirishima just says, come! And Bakugo gets the biggest explosion he ever done. Just one explosion is huge. And as the villains try to jump at Bakugo, but no, he fries it right in there. He's just flying through the air. That's how big the explosion was. It grabs on the Kirishima's end. And he's like, and then Bakugo says, you idiots! As they're going to land back. So they land on the ground and they get away. And All Might just looks up. He says, those reckless kids, but they shouldn't have gotten that much force without One for All. So, Izuku, where are you? Izuku says, All Might, I'm here to help. I'm here to help take him down. And yes, in this one, All for One gonna die. He gonna die. Actually, nah, because yeah, he's gonna die. He's gonna die. Well, no. Yeah, he's gonna die. I'm sorry. So yeah, it's about time they get into this fight, causing all of this to happen. Oh, my bad. All of this happens, yada 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 yada. So it's All Might and Izuku, two users and wielders of One for All. And yes, and no, I'm not gonna go into manga. So yes, I'm gonna end it here because I do not want this series long, as I have another Izuku one, already 2 other Izuku ones. So yeah, gonna have to end this one. I know some people are gonna be like, oh, that's so sucks. You should have ended the Hawks one or whatever. Because you think that, whatever. So yeah, that happens. So they're all boxing, and then everybody is just seeing the strength of these two. And seeing Izuku just work hard like this, they're like, we need this kid to be a hero as watching this fight. And they see, and yes, all for One is buffed. That's why he's not being taken out so easily. And they see All Might is like weakened. And yes, this is when All Might uses the United States of Smash, causing all of All Might's One for All within him to just go out. His final punch, thinking that he successfully killed All for One, but no, it just severely injured All for One to one point where he could barely get up. But yes, All Might is done. Everybody's seeing Small Might, which is All Might's weakened form, and they're like, what? And Endeavor shouts, what's that, All Might? What happened? Everybody in this world just sees All Might is making a state, and they all cheering until they see All for One get up. So Deku's like, I have to do this. I've trained my body. I've done as much as I can. Yes. Yeah, it's a bad time. Deku goes full, counting 100%. Yes! He can do it now. I'm like, wait, I'm so confused. Yeah, whatever. He can do it now. And he's over here boxing. All for One going square to square, and All for One thinks it's easy, but no. No, he does not. All for One thinks it's going to be easy, right? Boom. Deku over here hitting him with all this power, bro. And All for One is like pretty much done. Like he, boom, and yes, Deku is super severely hurt. Well, not super severely hurt, but he's getting a little bit hurt, but not too much because he can take 100% barely. So this is happening, and he's like beating everybody up. He's like boom, boom, like beating him up, and yeah. So all the heroes come. Yeah, all of them, and it's not just Izuku. They seen this and they're like, why are we having this hero fight? This kid fight by himself. And then and yes, and Vegeta did not die or get severely hurt, like shot right in the stomach like that in this one. So Vegeta just grabs Endeavor by his neck with his quirk, and for those of you who don't know his quirk is pretty much like he can control fiber. Like the tiniest strands of fiber, and like fibers like genes, stuff like that. Stuff that's in jeans. So he's just he's using his, like, the stuff out of his jean jacket and just choking him, like, trying to grab him by his neck, pulling him back. No, it's not gonna kill him. Yeah, it's not like Doflamingo or the dude, or the spider dude from Demon Slayer. So if you who have seen Demon Slayer, you don't understand what I'm talking about. He's just weakening him. As Goku's giving him severe punches straight to the face. Boom, boom, boom. And All Might is not weakened, but he's hurt. So he's sent to the hospital. He says, why is he in the hospital? He's like, Izuku, let's go! Just yelling out, going his butt for a second, but he can't be in there forever because, you know, his One For All is gone. Like, all of it's gone. He can't use One For All at all no more. So yeah, he coughs out blood as he does it. Why did I do that? Yeah, so we're gonna get back in the fight. All this happened, and all these hero endeavors over here. Endeavor burns him to the crisp. Everybody, and all of one's pretty much about to die. And then Izuku grabs water out of the air. Yeah, I noticed I have not been using Izuku's quirk lately at all. I don't think I used it at all in this video. He used it at all in this video. He grabs as much water in the air, slices him right in half, and Izuku knows this has not killed him yet. So he gets that and slices it in a million pieces. And then Endeavor goes up and burns those pieces also. And it's over. All everyone has died. And no, he's not coming back. He's not giving his quirk to Shigaraki, just for y'all who don't know about the manga. Oh my gosh, I spoiled it again. I'm so sorry. So yeah. That happened. And boom. It's the end. And seeing this, people, yes, Deku goes through the hero license. Everything is the same, but there's not almost a threat about, like, Shigaraki. Well, Shigaraki is still a threat and stuff, but not big of a threat. And yes, I know. Wait, what about what's his name? Overhaul and them. He's like, it's not gonna be much of a threat for Izuku much in the future because he's fairly mastered One For All. And yes, for those of you, manga spoiler right here. And yes, he has gotten all the other quirks within One For All. And another manga spoilers is for those of you who hasn't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna say because that's too much. And yes, it's too much to do at the ending. And I know this video is like very messed up. It's like, this is my first time ending video, and this is my first ever what if. This is the first what if I had started. So yeah, though. So yeah. And I have other what ifs, and I'm going to make a new what if. And yes, this is going to be my only video for the day. Oh, okay. So yeah, so it's not much to worry. And yeah, everybody pretty much, after that, Izuku pretty much used his hero license from season 3, of course, if you guys don't know. And yeah, and everything goes on, and he's not much of a worry for overall for Izuku. Yeah, so that's the end of the story because there's no All For One no more. Alright, so please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, and peace out.